I don't think anybody saw our
Nobody saw
intro.
our intro. I'm watching. It
Well,
didn't play.
that wasn't fun.
Sorry, guys. Same intro as last week, but
Should we try it
hey,
again?
I mean, you can go for it if you
We're gonna try
want.
it again.
All right.
Oh, there it goes.
All right, give it a shot.
It's good.
No, okay. Look, yeah.
Well, it worked that time. So happy Sunday night. Thanks everybody for joining us. If you're new here, I'm Brian. This is Julie, and you're going to meet a lot more friends tonight. So we got a fun show tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about what was that last ship we were on?
Utopia.
Oh, the world's biggest weekend, Utopia of the Seas. We were just on, and there's been a lot of opinions out there about, is an Oasis class the right ship for a 3-day cruise? Is this new format for Royal Caribbean? Is this something? Yeah, Kevin says Venezia. No, not. We were there for a day.
He didn't sail on her, but we did visit her this past week.
So yeah, fun. I mean, it's been a busy week for us. We did get the opportunity to head into New York City. We took a little preview of the Carnival Venezia. If you haven't sailed that ship, that's definitely one to put on your list. It's a great ship, especially if you're up in the Northeast region. Definitely, we got some inside scoop on it. I did take a bunch of video. We'll try to put something together. That'll probably be over on TikTok. So make sure you're following everything. It's been a busy week. We got almost all the final payments.
I can give you a hard time about not getting a video out now.
Listen, kid.
Just saying.
So a lot of busy stuff here. I mean, tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow is final payment day for our group cruise in November. So you got one more day to get in on there. So we can still put you in after final payment, but you'll have to pay in full. So group cruise November 3rd, 2024, Freedom of the Seas. But tonight, that's not what we're talking about.
No, we're going to keep
talk
the
about
Utopia
it after if you want to talk
train going. You see what I did there? The Utopia train is going.
Usually she leaves the dad jokes to me.
Hey.
Well, we're going to say one blanket. We got a lot of people in here, so we're going to give one blanket hello to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for coming. Say hello. Seeing a lot of familiar faces and a couple new ones. So Mary Ellen says, why on TikTok? Will you put it in the Facebook group? Yeah, there'll be a link to TikTok. But well, we have a good surprise for you tonight. Daniel Fields, hashtag Utopia train. We'll put that one on the screen because that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to board the Utopia train, and we're going to board it with some of our good friends who are experts, dare I say experts, in the world of Utopia.
This is true because they were all on Utopia.
So everybody.
Some of them we sailed with, some of them we did not, and I wish we could have. But all of them have been on Utopia since the initial sailing.
And all of them, Mary Ellen says, I don't have TikTok. Well, we'll send it to you. Don't worry. I promise. We've got some good stuff up there. You're missing me dancing on an island if you don't have TikTok. So we're going to bring on all our friends here, all of whom have been on Utopia. They've all been prepared that whatever questions you ask them, they must answer to the best of their honest ability. So I have I have some good confidence that we're going to learn some
Judge
things
Brian
tonight.
Over here.
We're
the best of their honest. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
They all signed contracts. So, but yeah, feel free, drop your questions about Utopia in the chat, and you will get the answers from the experts. Feel free to participate. We're going to do it kind of game show style, so feel free to participate in the chat with the questions if you have sailed Utopia or if you just want to. So I'm going to bring on kind of like the Brady Bunch. We're gonna
all
bring
right. I
in
feel
all
like
our
Brian's
friends.
in his own little like you're in your like
I'm
zone
nervous
right now.
I'm nervous.
You're nervous. What are you nervous about?
Because this is a lot of technology for me. We've got a background. We've got 6 different input sources. We've got. I'm gonna turn it over to our. Well, actually, I didn't even turn it over to you yet.
Okay. What do we turn it over to me? Hi guys.
You want to introduce our friends?
Sure. This is our beautiful panel of Utopians. Utopia people.
Sure.
I don't know. Should we just go clockwise and go around and have everybody introduce themselves?
I think that's a great idea.
I don't know. I think everybody's seeing the same screen that we do. So we have beautiful Mr. Warren up there. Warren at C is right there. Do you want to introduce yourself and give us a little preview on who you are and say hello to everybody?
Sure, it's not much. I'm Warren. I have a Facebook page, Cruising with Warren C. It's just a family page where it's a bunch of people that just get together and share their cruising experiences, and we have a lot of fun.
Cool. Thanks for joining us, Warren.
He's got some great stuff out there, guys. So yeah, if you're not following him already, make sure you are.
All right, next we got C Trippin. Introduce yourself.
Hey guys. Hey. So we're C Trippin with Kim and Scott. We do YouTube stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We've been cruising been doing the YouTube thing for a few years now. So yeah, we dropped a new video for our day 1 Utopia today. So if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it.
Yeah.
Right. Not yet though. Wait till 10 o'clock.
Oh yes, after this.
You have a busy night tonight with a bunch of videos you're gonna have to watch. If you haven't met all these people yet, you got a bunch of videos to go see tonight. All right, let's go down directly below us here. Positive Vibes. Introduce yourself, guys.
What's up, everybody? I'm Danny.
I'm Tanya.
And we are Positive Vibe Adventures.
Yes.
We do mostly cruising. We do some other kind of traveling. I got a few snowboard videos up there. But most of it is we like to do excursions that kind of make her scream and be out of her comfort zone. She's a mess.
That's the best.
But yeah, so we cruise mostly Royal, but we like to cruise on anything. We're not what would you call it?
We usually like to sail the high seas.
We love to sail the seas.
In particular, we do like Royal for sure, but we'll cruise anything. So.
And we've sailed on every Oasis class now, so we definitely have our opinions on all of those ships. But
and that's what this show is about tonight, is getting the opinions of those Oasis class ships and what Royal did right and what they did wrong. So make sure you're ready there. All right. Next up, my big man in the middle. Say hello, sir.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Brian from Nauti Cruiser, and if you're not following on TikTok, you don't get to see me dance on islands. No. My name is Mike. I am the one, the only, the Nauti Cruiser. Y'all already know me. I show my face to everybody. I ain't afraid. But yeah, we're going to talk Utopia, and I'm going to tell you what I think because this was my first Utopia cruise ever. So
yeah, this was Mike's first Royal Caribbean cruise. So, and I think Mike's, we're getting a little lag on you, Mike, with your storm down there. So hopefully you're safe down in that Tampa area there. But looks like you're frozen a little bit. So hopefully
we hear you good, but your screen's a little frozen. That's okay.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. Let me.
You're all good.
Magic
you're
here.
All good. So, all right. Next up, last but certainly not least, our friends from the Icon of the Seas, also Utopians. Introduce yourselves, guys. Uh-oh. We lost your mic. No. Uh-oh. See,
all right.
When you're dealing with lots of
James
technology.
And Tracy over there, the traveling type, they are trying to fix their mic. I know that they're going to get it, but they have some awesome stuff out there too. And we saw them as well as Warren and Kim and Scott on Icon and Utopia. So yeah, we have a lot of sailing days with these guys.
So we know they'll figure it out. But tonight,
James, just let us know when you guys are good, and you keep working over there because I know it's going to come up.
So the good news is, 2 things. I will first say, what Danny and Tanya were saying, they like every line. We stick to our term, the non-denominational cruiser. That's us. We sail all lines. And it's nice. Yeah, we're gonna hashtag that. So, we lost them.
They're gonna come out and come back in.
Fortunately for everyone,
what I'm looking for.
we got a it's a very visual night. So we're gonna ask a bunch of questions of our panel, and if they like it, you're gonna see this sign.
This,
hopefully you guys have
or
those.
give us a this,
Or a thumbs
or
up if
put
you
it
don't
on
have
your
your
phone.
printout. All right,
There we go.
All right. So if you like it, that's
or
it.
give us a good old this.
All right. And if it's something that Royal did that was not your favorite, we'll go with the thumbs down. All right. So if you guys have those handy,
we got graphics, or we got this.
All right. So all right. Well, let's start running down the list. People are waiting to hear what everybody thinks of these new things. And I'll say one of the things that I heard the most. First of all, I want to start with, where's my pen? Here's my pen. Utopia of the Seas is an Oasis class ship that's doing 3 and 4 night sailings. How do you feel, thumbs up or thumbs down, about an Oasis class ship doing 3 and 4 night sailings?
Am I putting mine up too? We might have different ones. Me and you, I don't know.
Okay, well, I'll do.
Oh, it's a mixed bag. Danny likes the 3 and 4. Mike's not back yet, and we'll see if we get. Oh, hold on, we got them back.
Oh, yep,
there they are.
Yeah, let them in.
All right, I didn't see you come back.
Can you hear us now?
Oh,
yeah.
Give them a quick second to say hello.
All right.
Hey guys.
All right, we'll rush back. You can introduce yourselves real fast, and then we'll get back to the question.
All right. Once again, I'm James. This is Tracy, and we're the traveling type.
And we are YouTubers, obviously. We've met these guys. It's been great meeting you all and sailing with you all. And thanks for having us tonight.
Oh, we appreciate you.
Thanks for coming on.
All right.
So the question was 3 and 4 night sailings. How do you feel on an Oasis class ship on a 3 or 4 night sailing?
All right. Oh, it's a mixed bag. We got a lot of votes here.
Okay. What are you?
I'm a thumbs down. I'm a thumbs down.
So
I feel like.
Okay.
All right, Warren, you said both. Why both?
Because I don't think it's a blanket question. I think it depends on the ship. I'm from New York, so for me, flying to Florida for a 3-day cruise is not ideal. However, Utopia changed my mind. I wouldn't do it for another ship, though.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. I like that answer.
Danny, what do you guys have to say about that one? I think you guys enjoyed Utopia.
Yeah, but I think it's both like thumbs up, thumbs down. Because, like he said, we got to travel so far for a 3-day cruise. I would never do that. But when he said for Utopia, all I could think of was, because the way Utopia did their 3-day cruise, it was like a booze cruise, but had a little elegance to it. And instead of doing like a Freedom 3-day cruise, which we accidentally did, and we hated that cruise.
Uh-oh.
Because it was like we got off Wonder and then went straight to that, so it wasn't enjoyable. So I loved Utopia. It was an amazing ship to me.
What about our Floridians on the top right there? How do you feel about the short sailings on?
We liked Utopia, but there's just too much to do and see. 3 days is just not enough.
Yeah, we're on the go constantly, and we were exhausted by the end of that cruise.
James and Tracy, I think you guys split too.
So I think that there wasn't enough time to explore the ship for 3 days. I think you need much more time.
Correct, because you don't get the full experience of the ship. Now, we were on for 7 days, and I think that was just enough to get the full experience. But even with those 7 days, one time in Nassau, we stayed on the ship to take advantage of the amenities. I just think 3 days is too short. 4 might be possible, but 3 is too short.
Yeah, I'm going to weigh in too, because I think that I don't, even if I was close to the port, I my preference is never to do like a three-night cruise. I just feel like it's always too short. You can't even unpack by the time you get to enjoy where you are, what you're doing, even on a smaller ship, no matter what, like whatever the itinerary is. Like if I'm going on a ship, I want to be able to like enjoy my experience. So I feel like, especially an Oasis class ship that is just so big and has so much to offer, it's just not enough time. The 4 nights, I mean, I could see a purpose for it. Like, I mean, yeah, sure, maybe a quick getaway or maybe something like I could totally see it, like the bachelorette parties or a girls getaway or something like that. But I don't know. For me, I want a longer sailing.
Yeah,
I want to enjoy the ship.
Y'all know I love my Oasis class ships, and I love doing it all. And it was hard to do it all. We tried to.
We did too.
I'm still tired.
Yeah. But all right, so let's dig down into some of the specifics just to this ship. All right, some of the new venues. One of the things that everybody talked about most was let's start with our background there, the old Pesky Parrot. I call it the new Pesky Parrot. All right, are we going thumbs up? Oh, you got some AI working down there, Danny. I like that. You gave a thumbs up and it popped up a bubble. I don't know. Did you do that?
I just held my thumb up. I don't know how to do that.
That was cool. All right. Huge. All right. Huge thumbs up for the Pesky Parrot. All right. We'll run right around the horn. We'll start down with positive vibes. Favorite drink at the Pesky Parrot?
I drink more there than you do.
Yeah, you did.
Any of those frozen
drinks were delicious.
Yeah,
the frozen drinks.
And you got a cool little cup with it. I don't know. I loved it. I love those frozen
I
drinks.
see James nodding. What was your favorite one there?
Like you said, the frozen drinks.
Yeah.
I didn't have any of them. Now I'm feeling like I missed out. I got to go back.
Yeah, I know.
And besides the drinks, I like the vibe of it. It had
Yeah.
The vibe was awesome. And
True.
I tell you,
if you can't tell, the background around our thing there is actually the Pesky Parrot.
It's so much better than the Bionic Bar. With the Bionic Bar, there's nothing personal there. I mean, it's kind of cool that one time, but yeah, with the Pesky Parrot, you've got bartenders, you've got social. Yeah, so it was a great vibe. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bionic Bar is one and done.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's when it's working.
Yeah.
It's open.
It's always like having hiccups.
I feel like Mix and Mingle got fired, and they sent them over to work on the Icon ships in the Aquadome with the new arms there. They all got fired. So
was that their name? Was Mix and Mingle?
Yeah, on all the Bionic bars, the names of the robot bartenders are listed on the side. One I forget which ship is Mix and Mingle.
Probably Oasis because that's the one we're on the most.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, they all have names. It's trivia. There you go. Should have saved that for trivia for later.
Well, now I wouldn't know what the names of the other ones are.
I'm gonna write that down. Trivia for later.
All right.
There we go.
I will say Pesky Parrot, they missed on one thing as far as I'm concerned, and that's with the candy straws. I don't think they thought that through.
Yeah.
The straws, they got sticky and they broke down before you can finish the drinks.
Exactly.
And I think that was.
If you tried to stir your drink using that stick, your hands got all sticky.
Yeah, exactly. I ended up eating mine and getting a regular straw.
Hey, well, don't waste it. All right, Royal Caribbean, if you're listening, no more candy straws.
I'm never a fan of the candy straws.
Did anybody else try that peanut butter drink?
No.
I
tried it. They were hyping that one up. I tried it and I love peanut butter, but I'm not sure.
They were hyping that up because I asked them, I was like, what do you recommend? And they were like pushing it. And I'm like, yeah, no, I can't.
I like the shaved ice drinks.
Yeah.
It's better than ice cubes. Ice cubes melt, it waters down your drink.
Yeah.
This was flavored ice, so.
Okay. So we walked in there. It was one of the first things obviously, since we were on the inaugural, my first drink was our champagne. As you walk on to do any kind of inaugural, they provide you with the champagne. But we went straight to Pesky Parrot, and I ordered a rye runner. Y'all know I'm a bourbon drinker, so I figured a rye drink. This will be right up my alley. And I can't do sugar. I can't do those sugary drinks. So I actually have, as much as I love the vibe of the Pesky Parrot, I can't give it. I can't give it the thumbs up. I just can't.
You're not even. But the vibe is so cool.
I love the vibe, but if I got to walk somewhere
so
else,
you would prefer like the Bionic Bar?
No, I prefer the Pesky Parrot over the Bionic Bar, but for one reason. I worked there. What's the name of the parrot?
Oh.
Pesky Parrot.
Okay, Brian. I gotta say, we were doing our live ship tour when we first saw Brian there, and I went back and I watched it, and I literally like jumped. I'm like, ah, Brian's here.
Yeah.
But we didn't get him to talk that much. Did you guys get Brian the parrot to talk that much?
Later at night.
Yeah, like it took a while for him to warm up, right? He had to get like a little, I don't know, a little boozy. I guess.
He never stopped talking when I was there.
We don't see him.
Mike. Oh yeah. We lost Mike.
Now we lost Mike. The storm may have got Mike. Hopefully he's safe and can get back in.
So one thing about the Pesky Parrot I did want to say was I love the fact that when you were in there, you didn't feel like you were on the Promenade. Like in the Promenade being such a crazy place that people going around in the Pesky Parrot, I felt a little more secluded. Like, I don't know. It was just such a different vibe than Bionic Bar.
And we had it nice where we had that little area where we were all kind of sitting. You could pull the chairs around a little bit. Granted, you had to be like a weightlifter to pull some of those chairs over. But I was glad Tanya was able to help you with that, Danny. That was very
yeah. I needed these muscles right here.
All right. So Pesky Parrot, overall, we're going thumbs up on the Pesky Parrot. All right. Another new venue on the Utopia is the Royal Railway. All right. We were not lucky enough to experience it. So, James has already got his vote up.
Is that
No, that's our video. Okay. No, so we want to know thumbs up or thumbs down on the Royal Railway if you got to experience it.
We didn't get to experience, but it looked cool.
We love everyone's videos. Danny and Tanya, did you guys get there or no?
I mean,
we didn't make it.
And so, I want to give it a thumbs up because I think the idea is awesome. But I'm also sad because I didn't get to do it. But happy for everybody else who did that actually enjoyed it, because it seemed like a lot of people were putting some negative stuff out there about it, and I don't see it.
Yeah.
It was a great experience.
James and Tracy, you guys got down there. How was it for you guys?
It was a great experience. Just the technology that they did with the graphics, it's amazing. It actually made you feel like you were on a train, even though we were on a ship. Amazing. And sorry to cut you off. We have our railway video out there if anyone's interested in checking it out.
So for me, I totally forgot I was on the ship until James said, it doesn't even feel like we're on a ship. And I was like, oh yeah, we are. So it was good. The entertainment was good and the food was good. Nice. So to me, I think we paid about $80 per person. It was totally worth it. But now I think it's up to $120 per person. So I think that may be a deal breaker for some people, but to me, the experience was worth it.
Now, Mike and Warren, you guys were in the Royal Railway at the same time, I think.
Right.
So did you guys have the same experience? Did you like it?
Definitely. There was times where you actually feel the train moving, and then with the windows, they give you the real effects looking out the windows. I thought it was great.
It's one of the best experiences I've had on any form of specialty dining. Now, y'all know I went and did Sun Princess back in February or April, and we did the Spellbound, but this was like next level compared to that Spellbound. So I don't agree that they raised the price up a little bit, but I mean, that's just me. It's only 2 train cars, so you're talking 24 seats per serving, 2 servings a night, short cruises, 3 days, 4 days. If you want to get in, you're going to have to pay the price, right? Like that's the thing. So I think it's well worth it. I don't like the fact that I got it for $80 and now everybody else got to pay more money, but I enjoyed it.
That's interesting that you said that you thought it was that much better than Princesses. It was Spellbound.
It was more
elevated. That looks really, really cool too. Spellbound's
cool. It's not a bad thing, but what Royal did with this Royal Railroad was elevate it compared to the Spellbound, right? Spellbound's like a magic show. you get that sleight of hand magic feeling. This interacts with videos and cast and just the wait staff that brings you your food. That's a whole nother level of an experience in itself. The way they line up and wait to get out and serve your stuff is a whole nother level. So they definitely took it and kicked it up a notch. So I would do this over Spellbound any day.
Well, I wish we would have gotten the opportunity to do it. We tried to do it too. We missed the train. Yeah. But I have a question for you guys that did do it. Would you do it again when they change the experience? Because they're gonna do some other experiences too, right? The next one is gonna be like more of a, is it a Paris-y or a romantic feel or whatever? So is it worth going back and doing it with a different menu and a different
show?
Yeah.
100%. I would do it with the same show. I would. If I was on that cruise next week, I'd make sure I'd book it again.
And I want to say something. You said a joke about you missed the train. Just to let people know, there were some people who showed up 2 minutes late and they did not get in because they treat it like a real train. And what they were told was the train left the station, so you missed it. Right. So you have to be on time.
Yeah, they're real strict with that, right? Like when you sign up for your reservation, they'll tell you like, hey, your reservation's for 8:30, be here at 8 o'clock. Like the train leaves the station at 8:30. And it's this whole experience that starts before it. And I'm fighting with myself on getting my video out because I don't want to spoil the experience for other people that haven't booked it yet. So I want to leave as much to the mind and the imagination as possible, because if I show you everything, then you're going to, what's the sense in going, right? You already
struggle.
You know what, Mike? I got to say, I really appreciate that. There's so many videos out there that show the whole experience of not just the Royal Railway, but other things and other experiences on other ships.
Yeah.
You know, we do the same thing with our vlogs. We try to just show like a little taste of what we experience. And if you want to see the whole thing, you know, book that ship and get out there and see it yourself. And if you want, call us and we'll send you on it.
There you go. And Warren will tell you, like where Warren sat, Warren could see my face the whole time. Like, and when certain things would happen, like I would geek out, dude. And I'm a Lego head. I'm a nerd when it comes to certain things. And just the way that they acted, the way they portrayed the story, the way the storyline went, the way the train moved, the way you felt the train, it literally felt like you were on a train ride. So that was all just part of the experience. It was just next level. And to touch base on like going back on it, they're supposed to be doing a whiskey tasting. So you're supposed to go through like Scotland to taste different scotches and whiskeys, Napa Valley train rides for wine tasting, things like that. So it's definitely going to be something that changes the game.
I think I would even go back simply because they have two different conductors. They have one male and one female. So I wonder, is it different there as well? So I would definitely do it again.
Yeah, we had the female conductor. She was awesome.
Yeah. And they did a good job integrating it for young people and older people. Like their moonshine, they have moonshine. They have it with alcohol and without, you know. So they thought of it for family people, for families.
The one thing we have to consider too is if we do it, I think the two of us would do it, but there's no tables for 5 or 6. The tables that come in 2s or 4s. And I've seen recently people talking about booking it online and things like that on Facebook groups. And the tables of 2 will sell out. So sometimes there's still tables of 4 available versus the 2s, but we can't book a table for 5. Like there's only 2s and 4s.
Which is crazy because I feel like if you have 3 children, I feel like they would fit easily.
I mean, it depends on the size of your 3 children. Now, if we're talking my 3 kids, you better get 2 boots now. I'm 6'2", 350 pounds. My kids ain't tiny.
You got to figure out who you're voting off the island.
Yeah. And I will also share one major downside. I pre-ordered mine from home. I was able to order it over the phone. Anybody who ordered on the phone had a problem when they got on the ship. Our reservations disappeared by the second day. Our reservations disappeared.
Oh no!
And they told us we didn't have a book. We no longer had a booking. I had to fight to keep my booking and to get into that last showing. But they have a disconnect for people who ordered it from home, and then for the people who ordered it from the ship.
So on the ship, we got on the wait list. That's how we were able to get on.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's tough, right? So it wasn't. Here's the thing: it wasn't even supposed to be open until the middle of August. So this was still supposed to be closed. So when we got on for the original inaugural sailing, the first 3 day, they only had one train fully up and running. So they were only doing 24 seats per night, 12 per set. So for them to get the second train open by the start of the second cruise was mind-blowing in itself to me, because now you got 48 people you can seat, 48 dinner servings you can do.
Yeah.
And you're a month ahead of schedule. So with it not being ready, supposed to be ready till the middle of August, I can't argue with it there. There are some ways that you can go around the systems to be able to make it book. Look, if you can get it and get a table, I suggest it, but I don't know if it's worth trying to beat the system to get in there and then not being able to go and do it anyway. So,
well,
I have one more question before we wrap up the railway. One more question for the people that missed the train. Did they allow any standbys to take in their place, or was it just nope? Those were vacant seats.
Nope. So the way it is like the way they did it is you either had a reservation to go or they put you on a wait list, and they would call your cabin and let you know if you were available to get in, or if you were like me and you went down there every day and talked to the guy, he finally got fed up with you and put you on the list. So I just suggest, man, like just be there early enough, because there's stuff that happens before you board the train that makes it starts the experience right then and there. You know what I mean? So if they tell you to be there at 8 o'clock, you're not going to be sitting around with your thumb up your rear end. You're going to be actually enjoying that half hour you're there prior to getting on the train. So definitely check it out. I know it's a little steep in price, but it's like everything else, right? Like you want certain things in life to experience certain things, you're going to pay a little bit more money. And I think being able to be one of the 48 people on a cruise, I mean, you're talking a ship that holds 6,000, 7,000 people. You're one of 300 people that got to see this show for the 4 or 5 days you were on the ship.
Cool. All right, well, let's stay on food. All right, because one of Royal Caribbean's signature restaurants is Wonderland. And Kevin asked, is there a Wonderland on this ship? And the answer is no. Wonderland was replaced by Giovanni's.
Well, it wasn't replaced by Giovanni's.
Well, they moved Giovanni's.
But that's the location it's in, which is an absolutely stunning view.
Yes, it is.
How did you guys feel about Giovanni's if you made it there? Who made it to Giovanni's?
Thumbs up for us.
All right. I saw
Danny's was already like thumbs down.
Corner. No, we didn't like Giovanni's.
I keep getting bubbles.
Yeah, I don't know how that's doing. Are you guys doing that?
No, it's just automatically doing it.
That's cool.
So it's the built-in AI technology. So what type of computer are you guys operating on, Danny? Or what are you using as your camera? Are you using an iPhone?
I just got an iPhone.
Yeah, that's why. So like me, I got the DJI going on right now, so it's not going to work through that. But if you have an iPhone hooked up as your camera, you can do the thumbs up, you can do the thumbs down. I'll give you a quick lesson. If you put your hands together and put them down like this, it'll create storm clouds. And then you'll get you can do the hearts, and then hearts will pop up on your screen. It's all the AI technology that's built in with the Apple products.
That's crazy.
Now you're over in Tampa with Mike. All right, so why didn't you like Giovanni?
Look at it. Oh my God.
Why didn't you like Giovanni?
That's crazy.
Danny and Tanya, why didn't you like Giovanni's?
We just don't like Giovanni's.
I didn't care for Giovanni's anyway.
All right, fair enough.
I prefer the Wonderland right there because it's a beautiful view, and I do like Wonderland. I mean, it is a one-time wonder restaurant to go to, but I do like it. I did like it, so.
Yeah, and as me being a picky eater, going to Wonderland was not something I wanted to do. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the experience. If don't drink the tomato shot. It almost came right there. But everything else, the desserts were amazing. Like Wonderland to me is like an experience. Obviously the train's a lot better, but
yeah.
Wonderland was an experience. Giovanni's, like, I get what they were trying to do. I just don't like Giovanni's food. But the deck area, that's awesome.
All right. So, well, it doesn't look like there was many. Nobody else stopped by Giovanni's?
Well,
We did.
What'd you think of it, guys?
We enjoyed it. I thought the view was amazing. But I love pasta. I love pizza, so I can't go wrong at Giovanni's. My only thing is their portion size is way too much, so we waste so much food when we go there. But I would go there again on this ship simply for the view.
I will say the location of Giovanni's on Utopia is much better than Icon. The way that Icon was, where you'd be sitting out and people
It's in
walk.
the open.
Yes, exactly, which was a terrible setup. But this setup, we really enjoyed it.
I think the downfall of having a short cruise is you can't do all of the restaurants.
Yes.
You have the railway, and then you have all of these other things. You're gonna run out of time before you get to eat.
Nah,
There's
man.
enough free options.
Challenge accepted. Listen, I didn't eat at Giovanni's, but when you find a place that gives you the best thing you ate on the whole ship, you tend to go back to that same place over and over. So every day at lunchtime, I found myself going down to the doghouse for a hot dog.
That's
Literally my thing. But I'm sitting here and listening to y'all talking about Giovanni's view. I understand it. I get it. But if I'm out there and I'm watching somebody walk by in their balcony on their skivvies, I'm really not going to enjoy my food. I said that in my ship tour video. I'm like, this is a great view, except for these balconies that are going to sit here and watch you like an animal in a cage eat your spaghetti, or you're going to see things you really didn't plan on seeing when you came here to eat your meatballs.
All right. Well,
one of the things we did with Giovanni's was we actually didn't eat there on Utopia. We did on Icon and some other ships. But we went up there in the middle of the day and there was nobody up there. The bar was open. We had a nice glass of wine. And we just kind of sat there and enjoyed the view. And we actually didn't even go down and whatever. We sat like up by the bar, but like right on the glass. And it was just like a really nice, quiet time. And if you've been on Utopia, quiet time is not always something you find.
Don't worry, we're getting there.
Okay.
But
we went in there with a bar crawl, and we made Giovanni's not quiet time because that was like our 20th bar of the bar crawl, and we all screamed as loud as we could in there.
Now, we didn't get to eat at Giovanni's, but we fake ate at Giovanni's. We were extras in that movie they were filming.
People were extras too. That's cool. You guys got to be extras.
Yeah.
Now you might see my shoe in the background of this movie or something because we were pretty far off. But
hey, you still get paid for
it
that.
It don't matter. You were in it. It don't matter. You was in
it. Beach Please says that was an insane bar crawl. We caught it for a couple minutes, but we were running around doing other stuff.
We were.
It was
8 hours.
On Central Park.
I'm starting to think we made a bad decision and we should have joined you for a little more of it.
It was 8 hours
oh my
to do all the bars.
Wow.
Dude, that's not a bar crawl. That's like that's the road you take when you got to go to Alcoholics Anonymous.
We started 3 times.
Next level.
Let's finish
I've
off
never been on a bar crawl like that.
Let's finish off food because there's one more venue that I want to talk about that I know is controversial a little bit, and that's Mike talking about people walking by in their skivvies. The spare tire. How did you guys feel about the spare tire?
That's the truck, the food truck.
A food truck out by the pool.
Oh, we got it. No vote there.
I didn't eat there, but I liked the idea. I walked by it, checked it out, and everything. It looked like a good idea for me, but I didn't eat there.
Okay. Kim and Scott, you guys liked it?
It was okay.
Yeah, I like the idea too. It's good to walk up and grab something real quick, but I just thought the food was just meh.
Yeah, the little raspberry churro thing, that was good.
It was super good. It was delicious. That was really yummy.
But and again, there's not a lot of seats out there, so we weren't sitting by the pool when we ate, so we had to basically go in the buffet right there to eat. So I don't know, it was just kind of weird.
So like somebody that was on Icon, like any way in there, like compare, because for me, I thought that. So I'm even gonna pull in Carnival's Excel class ships now. They have Street Eats, and then Icon has the Aqua Market.
The Aquadome Market.
like the spare tire was such a miss. I felt like I was going to 7-Eleven and
That's
picking
I
something
like
up
it.
off of the.
That's a good call.
There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm on a cruise ship, right? Like I don't want to go up and get the warm thing that's been sitting out on the grill for like the last hour.
Listen, that's fine. I'm all for the tornadoes. Let's just face it. There's a lot of people out there saying, oh, they got 7-Eleven tornadoes. I don't know what these things are. Bull. You're a liar. We all know you go to the convenience store, you get a quick bite, you grab a tornado off the roller, and you take it to your car and you eat it. I'm all for it. It's that bar food, right? If you're out and you're having a good day, you're having a few drinks, you're on a 20-hour bar crawl like Positive Vibes is apparently. Stop along the way for a tornado or some raspberry cheesecake bites. I'm just saying.
Their whole selling point was so people at the pool area don't have to go all the way inside to get something. They can just stop there and they're still at the pool area and go right back to your seat.
Yeah,
So
that's what we used it for. We went there while we were sitting out at the pool, and
I feel like Street Eats though hits the mark.
Way better.
Yeah, that's better.
Way better.
I'm not saying Street Eats isn't better. Street Eats is next level when you can get different French fries every day or different this every day. It's all next level. But I like the concept of the spare tire. It's a perfect little quick grab and go. You don't have to go inside to the Windjammer. You cut out people walking in the buffet in their bathing suits for one. While I'm trying to get something, I got somebody's stuff all in my face as I'm trying to get something. I really don't want that. But if you get it on the Lido deck out there by the pool, you kind of expect to see people in bathing suits.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't compare it to the Aquadome Market.
No.
Yeah. The Aquadome Market is a completely different venue.
Absolutely.
They have 4 different restaurants in one area. It's like a food court, That was a big hit on Icon. I wouldn't compare it to the spare tire.
That was our favorite place.
Yes.
And James and I, there was a bar the level right above the pools. So I don't know if that was 15 or 16, but
the lime and coconut.
Yes.
The top level.
We spent a lot of time at that bar. So in order to soak up some of that alcohol, the flat tire was mine by default. I did feel like they were 7-Eleven taquitas, but it was good to me. I wouldn't compare it to the marketplace or Street Eats, but it served its purpose for me.
It did taste good.
But it was good for me.
It tasted good.
I just hope they go to a different menu. I hope they keep it there and go to a different menu. That's my.
I'd like to see some more variety.
Yeah.
Now listen.
I thought they would switch it up every day, and they didn't. That was a disappointment for me.
Yeah.
I would have been. I'm all right with it. I'm a truck driver, so that quick grab and go gas station off the roller thing is a big thing for me. A lot of truck drivers eat it. I don't care who you are. Brian, if you're on the turnpike, you know what I'm talking about.
That's true.
They got them all over the place. It's just the way it is. I thought that there would have been like burgers and dogs and all of that.
Yes.
That would have been good.
Like the Grove on Icon. I would compare it to the Grove.
Right. I was told prior that it's hard to find a good burger on any Royal Caribbean ship. So I really thought they would have put a burger or a dog or something like that. That probably would do better. I mean, again, man, it's really personal preference, right? I think it's a perfect little bar food to soak up some of that alcohol for everyone that's been out in the pool all day. It's a great little quick option, and it keeps people from walking around in the buffet in their skibbies.
To me, I feel like I'd just go to El Loco Fresh.
That's kind of that was our thought. So, but while we're up on that pool deck, I mean, everybody loves lime and coconut. I don't think. Oh, I'm sorry, Tony. We couldn't hear you, Tony.
Mike was saying like seeing people walk around in the eatery places at the Wendy J or whatever to get food, being skimpy. Royal people really don't do that too bad. I know Carnival's real bad about it.
No, I'm not saying like skimp. I'm not saying them being skimpy. I'm saying in their skibbies, like their baby or crop tops, things like that. Like you have like I've cruised over 50 cruises at 35 years old. I've been on multiple lines. Carnival, Princess, Royal, Norwegian. We're talking every line, and I've always seen people in the buffet, regardless.
Oh yeah.
In their bathing. So it's nice when you can find a ship that has something there before you get to like the Windjammer, so that way it eliminates less people going into the buffet or eateries in their bathing suits.
Yeah, they should be going in there anyway like that.
Yeah.
But
Well, while we're up on the pool deck, what Julie just pointed out to me that there was one venue that we really liked, and I want to get
we didn't get there enough.
No, we didn't, and that's the View Bar. Did anybody check out the View Bar?
Yeah. It's a
What
chill
was your
spot.
thought? Give me the thumbs up or the thumbs down on the View Bar.
I don't even
That's the one.
I was gonna say, we didn't make it there. Which one was that?
I never made it past the lime and coconut.
I don't think
You
we
could have missed it. It was easy to miss.
It was easy to miss. It was right outside the solarium on the port side,
Hidden,
kind
like
of
in that corner.
hanging over the side of the ship.
Okay.
should have an in between thumb.
Danny and Tanya, you guys were the only ones that got there. What did you guys think?
I mean, I like the location. It's a cool spot, but I don't know. It feels a little tight. It's like the way it's like kind of nooked in there. They had decent drinks, but you could get those same drinks all over the ship, so nothing special to me.
You could get like anything there. It was just a regular bar. I kind of like
it.
For our sailing, I feel like it was never crowded.
Wait,
So
we're talking
I
about
don't know if
Icon
that'll
now?
change.
We're talking about Icon?
No.
Utopia.
On Utopia.
Oh.
It was right outside the solarium. Now the solarium
bar.
has now moved the hot tubs inside the solarium, so they're not right outside anymore. So that deters some of the younger kids from getting in there. But almost in the place of on port side where one of those hot tubs was is now called the View Bar.
Yeah.
And it's just a bar that kind of sits out on the side there. And
On Oasis, it's a hot tub. On Utopia, it's a bar.
The only thing the hot tub's still on the inside, but the only thing I didn't like was the temperature. Like it was like hot and humid all the time when we were there.
Yeah, for sure.
See, for me, that goes to what James was saying. 4 days is not enough to do everything. I totally missed it.
Yeah.
So did we.
You gotta go back. All right. Well, Royal Caribbean's known for their entertainment, and there were a couple new pieces. Now we all know the theater shows, the aqua shows. They're all fantastic. But I want to know, what did you think of Royal Caribbean's sail away party on this ship? What's your opinion on the sail away party?
We're rating this on Royal scale, right?
Whatever scale you want to go on, Danny.
It's a thumbs up for Royal scale.
Thumbs up for Royal.
All right, we'll go to James and Tracy first. That was the fastest thumbs down I think I've ever seen. What do you got?
To me, Royals sail away parties have never impressed me, but I feel like it's the way their ships are set up, right?
Yeah.
You've been on the Lido deck, everybody is out there dancing, but on Royal, most ships, they're separated by the pools.
Sure.
So to me, Royals sail away parties are always thumbs down for me. Even Norwegian does a better sail away party than Royal. But again, I just think it's the way their ships are set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
Warren, you do a lot of Royal. So what did you think of did they try to do something different with this? What do you think?
I loved it because this was the first time that they changed the venue. I don't know how if you watch sports, but they use the kiss cam format. In other words, like in the games, the camera pans on you and then the people kiss. And on the sail away party, they panned on people and then they would start dancing and everything. And people couldn't wait for the camera to be on them so that they can dance. And they didn't disappoint. I really like the new format.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, you can tell they really tried hard with this one to amp it up. I mean, they have the professional influencers out there dancing and spraying the champagne and everything. And I mean, they really tried to elevate it. It's definitely elevated for a Royal sail away.
Well, they're not going to have that on every ship, Robbie, every sailing, the influencers, I'd assume. But while we're on those influencers, why don't we jump right into that plunge pool party? Who plunged in?
Hold on. I want to just go back real quick because Mike, this was your first Royal sailing.
Okay.
So how do you weigh in on what you experienced as the sail away party?
They had a sail away party? I mean, again, I'm not a big sail away party guy. It's not a big thing for me. So the first cruise, I was live darn it, and I didn't even know the ship left dock until like I walked out on the balcony and realized we were moving. And then the second one, I was taking a nap because I just did a back-to-back process with over 500 people. So I didn't do the sail away party. I'm not knocking it. I'm just not a big sail away party guy. But I should have. Warren said there was a kiss cam. I could have had a good time.
All right. Well, we missed Danny. What do you guys think of that sail away?
I mean, for Royal, I'm so used to just everybody standing on the outside of the ship watching us leave.
I was surprised.
So for us being around we were at the bottom of the Lime and Coconut. There's a decent amount of room for people to somewhat dance and enjoy themselves. Just the different, they played your typical songs, but they also played Hispanic songs and pop songs and like kind of spread it out for, I think, a different, just more types of people all in one, which is definitely, a good way to go about it. But just all the music and
I was happy about it.
Yeah, she had fun. That's her thing. She likes to sail away parties.
Yeah, I enjoyed on Carnival, and I was so happy that I got to move around and see some things and hear music. So
but I think it depends. It depends where you are on that ship as far as where I
can see that.
I think the Lime and Coconut may be the spot because there's an open enough spot where people can enjoy themselves.
Yeah, there was a little bit of dancing going on down there. I think I might have caught you on camera there, Tanya.
No,
I did not dance that time.
You probably did. I ain't gonna deny it. You probably did.
There may have been some conga line footage.
On Utopia, they did the Lime and Coconut different. It's on the inside, whereas normally they're on the outside. So you're usually on the outside and you're looking over the rail and everything. This was on the inside, so it was a different vibe.
Warren, yeah, I loved the vibe of the Lime and Coconut, how it was like instead of two separate bars on either side, now it's like streamlined in the middle, and you have the upper tier. And I love that sitting at that bar up on the 16th deck.
Yes.
And just overseeing everything. I just felt like it was a really cool layout, and I definitely like them centrifying. Pulling the bar into one bar in the middle rather than two on the outsides.
So while we're there, plunge pool party. Who plunged in? Thumbs up, thumbs down on the plunge pool party.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, me either.
Oh.
All right,
nobody.
So,
all right, we
2 o'clock. So at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, from 2 to 3, they had a pool party on. I don't know if it was every day or just one of the C days or like whatever. We were on the preview and then we were on the inaugural. So we did a 3 and a 3. So we did six nights altogether. We went to the first one, the preview, and they had the influencer dancers out there, which won't always be out there, but they really were trying to hype up the party. They were shooting the champagne. They had water guns. I mean, it was a pool party. They definitely made it to be a very Vegas-esque,
similar to what you would see at Hideaway
event
on Coco Cay.
Yes.
Okay.
We didn't go back to the second one. I didn't miss out not being at the second one. I think it's fun. It takes the place of the sexy man contest or the hairy legs contest or the belly flop contest. There wasn't none of that, but there was this pool party. So, I don't think it's any different than that. I love the layout of the pools. I love how the two main pools there kind of come together, whereas on some of the other Oasis class ships, I feel like they're a little bit more apart. So that's my thought. But
and they did similar thing at Hideaway because they used the champagne bottles and they attached a gun to it, and then they were spraying it in people's mouths while they were dancing.
There may or may not be video.
I missed all of this. I got to rebook this cruise.
it has a name, it's called the Champinator.
Listen, I was surprised for a Royal Caribbean cruise. I don't remember seeing that. So
Michael Bailey was actually we found this out on the one because he was at the Hideaway and he had come out and he had this and he called it the Champinator and he was actually shooting for a while. So
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Good thing I want
to ask about one more party.
Okay.
Because there's one party that's very late at night, and I want to know who made it to this party.
I'm not talking. I'm out. I'm muting myself.
Did anybody here make it to the Royal Kappa Chi fraternity party?
We did.
No, we didn't. All right. No. All right. Well, Danny, Tanya, what did you think of the Royal?
Danny, Tanya, we were there with you.
I think we were there.
Yeah, we were there. We were there.
I mean, to me, I don't see it lasting because of people are going to get rowdy in there, and something's going to happen.
Should we leave this one with what happens on the ship stays on the ship?
I mean, you could. I enjoyed it. I've never played Flip Cup in my life. I was never the college kind of guy, but I thought it was pretty cool. A kind of a different opportunity to do after Club Red, because not everybody wants to stay in the club, so they go over that way and gives the kind of the younger crowd something to do. With what Royal's trying to accomplish with Utopia, I think it's a great idea.
Is this the toga party?
No, this was the college party that had beer pong and flip cup.
Oh man, I would have so been there if I knew about that.
It was the first night of the cruise.
Anybody make it to the toga party? Raise your hand if you made it to the toga party. I know Danny and Tanya were there. Warren didn't make it. You got.
I thought you were talking about crazy quest. I was like, yeah.
That was your birthday, right?
That was my birthday night. Y'all, I don't really drink. But I got Betsy just kept handing me drinks. Drink, Danny, drink, Danny, drink, Danny. And I kept drinking.
Betsy,
I normally don't dance. Living, right? I was out there dancing. I had that was one of the best nights of my life for a birthday.
And that's it, right? Like as long as you had a good time, that's really all that matters.
Yeah.
You got the memories that come home. So Betsy accomplished something by handing you drink after drink.
We're very glad to spend some of that time with you.
I thought you were talking about the crazy quest, and I was like, yeah, I got to mute myself for this one. We can't talk about this. Like,
how did you partake in the crazy quest?
Listen, man, Mike was Queen Utopia.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you were on the second. You did that.
That would have been your first crazy quest, right, Mike?
This was my very first crazy quest.
Let me tell you, all the royal ships have crazy quests, and they're always a good time.
It was crazy, man. And when they got down to like, first off, I was wearing so many different ladies' clothes. And then they ask you like your name and like what you do for an occupation. I was so going to go OnlyFans, but number one took that from me. So when it got to me, like the first thing that popped in my brain was my name was Tracy, and my occupation was my baby daddy paid all my bills. And then all of a sudden I started twerking, and I got it all on video. Tony filmed everything, and I'm like, yeah, this is not going on the internet.
Are you going to be the latest banned from cruising?
At least they finally changed the questions, because people started cheating. People would bring bags because they already knew what the questions were going to be.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people looking very confused. They were very, and that was the first time I went to Quest, and that
was your first time at Quest.
I was a little nervous. For those of you who don't realize, I'm a tad on the shy conservative side here, so that was a little out of my comfort zone, and it wasn't that bad. So if
to me, the quest that we saw on that first sailing was so numbed down to some of the other quests that we've seen.
Oh yeah, man! Like the one that I partaked in, I was like, I'm so embarrassed that I even partaked in that. Man. Like, we were seeing things that you shouldn't see unless you're at certain clubs.
Right, exactly.
Right. They didn't do that on the selling for us.
For us, it wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that.
Well, it does come with a warning. It is an adult-only event. So if you have not done that and you're going to be on a royal ship and you do consider going, just know that it does come with this warning. It can get a little bit rowdy. It can go a little bit over the top. It's a lot of fun. But like you said, Mike, I mean, if you had a good time and you made some memories.
Oh, it was great. It was a blast. One and done, I can tell you that much. If Baker was there, it would have been a lot better if Kevin was there.
Mike, the trick is you sit up at the very top of the theater so you don't have to participate and you just sit there and laugh.
I know for next time, like I need to pick like when I walk in, now that I know they like break it up in groups, I know how to like scan the audience and where to sit now. Because pick the like manliest man, and I mean I'm 6'2", 350, big old beard, burly looking guy, Paul Bunyan looking dude, and they're all like, yeah, this is the only guy we got. The rest of the people were 5'5", 110 pounds, and they're like, yeah, stick this guy out there. And I was like, all right, so I need to pick somebody bigger and more muscular or something than me.
Mike, what's wrong with 5'5"? I'm just asking.
Man, that's short. usually five guys come from North Jersey, man.
Hey,
I'm gonna stand on Danny's shoulders and show you something. So Kevin wants to know if off the chisel would be allowed. Yes, off the would definitely be. So hey, we're running out of time. So I definitely want to say, if there's anybody in the chat who's got a question about Utopia for any of these experts here, now's the time to shout it out, because what we're going to do is we're going to run around the horn real quick, and I want to know what was your most favorite thing and something that you hope they change. And Warren, you're right up top, so we're going to start with you. So what's your thing that you love the most on Utopia, and something that you hope they make better?
Well, I love the Aqua 82. To me, I think hands down, as far as I'm concerned, it's the best aqua show out there right now. They really impressed. What they can change, make it 5 days.
That's right. All right. Well, all right. We'll jump over to Kim and Scott. What do you guys think? Your favorite thing and something that they should fix or lose?
I think my favorite thing was the All In production show. I loved that show. It was amazing.
That was really good. I love the 80s one also, but I love 80s music, so I was already hooked. So, but yeah, the All In was great though. It wasn't full on drones; it was just a little part of drones, but they did aerial work. The costumes were great for that. The singing was awesome. Yeah, really. I'm not big on a lot of those singing kind of productions, and I really like this one.
Yeah, and I think we agree with Warren. They should make it a 7-day cruise.
Absolutely.
Well, we do have a question. Daniel wants to know, could they do any 3 or 4 day massive ships from other ports? Will they get rid of the normal ones like Navigator or Mariner? Well, Daniel, you've got a Quantum Plus class ship coming your way in Ovation or Odyssey. Which one was coming to?
Ovation and Quantum.
Ovation and Quantum are coming to Los Angeles. So, Daniel, stand by. You got a bigger ship coming your way. It's not quite an Oasis class, but they're bringing it there just for you. So make sure you get on that guy. All right, let's go. We'll go to traveling type next. You guys got stuck last a couple times. We'll jump to you guys.
I would say my favorite part were the shows in the train. I would like to see them change up the itinerary. Because doing the 4-day and the 3-day going to Coco Cay and Nassau, it was just, I don't know. I would change the itinerary.
Yep.
All right, Mike. This was your first This was your first Royal. So, what was your favorite thing of your first Royal, and something you think they could do better?
Favorite is definitely entertainment, right? Like Royals entertainment is next level. I gotta disagree with wanting it to be a longer cruise, man. I'm all about that 3 and 4 day cruise. When you live near the port, it's not bad, right? Like I'm 2 hours, so I can literally hop over for a quick weekend if I have an extra couple days off. I can take this trip. But the itinerary is the one thing I would change, right? So back-to-back process, you're hitting both for the same stops, whether it's a 3-day or a 4-day. I'd swing on down Cayman Islands, something like that. But I love the fact that Royal's doing something with a new ship like that, of that size, and doing 3 and 4 day sailings with it.
Well, they definitely have time to do a different itinerary, because I don't know if you guys noticed, we basically just loaded off the Florida coast there. Yeah.
So on the 4-day, I think the captain came on and he's like, if you look to our starboard side, that's perfect day at Coco Cay. And it was like 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, okay, so here's my thing, right? Like, I love MSC. I've done plenty of MSCs. Well, MSC overnights at their private island. So maybe that's something Royal will get into.
There you go.
They might end up overnighting at Perfect Day. Who knows? But I really enjoy the fact that they got that 3 and 4 day sailing, right? It gives you an option for 7 days. It gives you an option for 4 days or 3 days. I know it's tough for everyone that doesn't live in Florida or live close to the cruise port. But for someone like me who's 2 hours away, who gets a certain amount of PTO a year, it gives me an option to take multiple cruises throughout the year to where I can stretch my PTO and maximize the time off of work that I have.
So just one thing. Oh, sorry. Just one thing to go with the overnight at Coco Cay. They've tried that. And I was talking to a worker about it, and they said that it went very bad. Just either no one was really going out onto the island, or people were getting way too drunk on the island by the time they got back to the ship. So that's why they kind of stopped doing that.
Yeah, so they'd have to figure it out, right? Like MSC, the way MSC does it, you have to be back on the ship by 11:30. So you can't get off the ship past 11:30 at nighttime. So everyone's on the ship regardless, but you're just overnighting there for the day. And then at 7 o'clock in the morning,
you're right there,
right back out on the island and just enjoy the day while you're there. But it might not be something that they want to get into, but if you're just, you're sounding out of Florida, man, right off the East Coast. It's a 2-hour drive to the Bahamas. Like it's real quick. It don't take long at all to get there. So for them to be able to do something like that, I think that would enhance more people to want to do the shorter cruise.
And it's their island, so they can get in as early as they need to.
Yep.
Well, with that itinerary, I think it's harder for people like myself who have to fly, because so many people missed the cruise because of the glitches. They couldn't get there because of their flights. If it was a longer itinerary, or if it was a different itinerary, they have a chance to catch the ship. But with Coco Cay being one of the destinations, that's not happening, and you only have a couple more days. So you have one problem. If you have to fly in, you're screwed.
Well, Warren, the next time we drive down from Jersey with the kids, you can jump in the car with us. How does that sound? 21 hours in the car with your kids. How does that sound? All right. Well, before we let Danny and Tanya wrap it up, we have two. Kevin wanted to know, how did you guys feel about the internet? Thumbs up or thumbs down on the internet? Good. I thought Starlink was pretty good. Good connection.
I
right?
noticed nothing wrong.
No, good connection. And
uploading is not good at all, but downloading is great.
Right.
You had issues uploading?
Yeah, I had issues uploading.
Man, I could upload a 4K video, 12-minute 4K video in less than 20 minutes. I was uploading a video in less than 20 minutes.
He must know somebody.
For those of you who don't know, I cruised with Tony, right? We're talking the master. The guy was putting out videos left and right, pumping them out, and they were getting uploaded within 20 minutes. Whoa. He'd be like, all right, let me upload this, and then we'll go get lunch. Okay. I'd lay down and be like, all right, you ready to go get lunch? I'm like, it's uploaded. He's like, oh, yeah, it's done. I'm like, what?
Well, we need to talk to Tony, because 20 hours and I was like 20%.
Oh, yeah.
For us.
It's cool.
Yeah, no.
I will say, you helped me with my orientation on those lives, man. I'm just like game changer. Like I was.
Yeah, not a lot of people know that, man. So they're still doing that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Well, all right, let's round it out. Positive vibes.
Yeah, and then I have one more question. But we need to hear from.
So I want to hear what was your favorite thing, and something that they can do better. And we know you have a lot of royal experience here, so bring it home for the people.
All right, I'll go first because I like to talk and you ain't ready. So to me, Royal with this Utopia ship, I don't think it's going to be for everybody, but my favorite thing about it is that they're trying something different, throwing the parties, having the 3-4 day sailings on a beautiful big ship to basically pull in people that aren't cruisers, because we're all cruisers. We want to go for 7, for 15 days, whatever it is, we're going to go. But for me, it's the fact that Royal is going after the non-cruisers. So, that brings more friends that we can meet on these ships. So
there you go. All right.
The problem.
Good point.
Oh man, I really.
It was the choke points.
The choke points. Yeah, that's all. That's the only problem I kept saying was the choke points. I hated on the pool deck. They had too many chairs. Like those walkways, get rid of some of the stuff because where the food truck was, you had that sliding door right there. You always had to wait for somebody to go in it. Like the choke points. That's my downfall.
Okay, all right.
I guess a favorite for me was doing Royal all the time. It was just something going on all the time because usually the ship is dead at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. There's nothing going on, but between the hours of 10 and maybe 2 or 3, it was something going on. Noise was still going, and you could see, or you could go, or you could listen to music or something. So that was a favorite thing for me.
Mm-hmm. What's your bad?
What do you want to say?
Yours is choke points too?
There's no bad, it was positive vibes, man.
Yeah. Actually, solarium being covered because it's so hot in there when they have the parties.
Yeah. Good point.
I like the vented. Yep. So, all right.
Well, I just feel like really quick. I know that we kind of wrapped it up and whatever, but I really want to know. I would have everybody's thoughts here real quick. Anybody who did go to the Hideaway,
okay.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. What were your thoughts on the Hideaway on Coco Cay? Because we didn't touch on that.
All right.
I'm there. I'm there with you.
All thumbs up. No Kim and Scott vote. We didn't make it the Hideaway.
Just let traveling type. Don't let the seagulls eat your food.
Very true.
Bad. Ooh,
I like this.
bad.
I don't need to go back.
All right. Do you want to include your favorite and something they can fix?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I love the addition of the Pesky Parrot. I didn't know how I was going to feel about the production show, like being like non-Broadway, because like there's a lot of the Broadway, whatever, but I absolutely loved the shows. You can't beat any of the Aqua shows, but I agree that I think that Aqua 82 is the best Aqua show out there now. So yeah, it just the vibe, the feel. Something that I would change is I was not feeling, this is so silly, like you're going to laugh. I was not feeling the balloon drop at 10 o'clock at night on the last night.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, I'm used to the first night.
Just get rid of it altogether, or like keep it the first night as like the whatever. But like 10 o'clock at night on the last night, just silly.
Yeah.
Julie, I heard the reason they did that for us was because they were using it to film for the movie.
I heard that too, but do you know they did it on all the subsequent shows also?
Yes.
So I
think they're stuck
with it.
Or 3-day.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't need a balloon drop. What I need you to do is to not charge me 2 punches for a grande cold brew coffee. That's all. Listen, that really grinded my gears. That was like the one thing that really like drove a wrench into my back, because the cold brew is only $3.50. The coffee card's $35. So I spent more money using the coffee card than I did if I would have just bought them individually, because they charge you 2 stamps on the coffee card for grande sizes. So if you're a cold brew guy like me, just buy them individually.
All right. Well, I will say last question, unless you got something else.
No, you didn't tell us what you liked or didn't like.
I'm organizing.
Oh.
No, my favorite, obviously just the fact that it's an Oasis class ship. Everybody, I make no secret about it. Oasis class ships are my favorite ships. And I said it about Icon. I'll say it about Utopia. I feel like what Royal Caribbean did is they read the comment cards and they tried to fix what people had said. Hey, I want to see this better. And trying to up the energy level, trying to just engage a new crowd, trying to, move some things around. I always love playmakers. I still love that Ultimate Abyss slide. I love the lime and coconut. I love the way the pools are laid out. It's my ship. And what don't I like? I don't like the fact that, I got to stick with the fact that it's a big ship in a 3 or 4 night sailing. It's not really the best. I want to see a longer itinerary. I want to see it go some other places. And I think that as that ship sticks around, it's all things that can be changed. They move ships from different ports all the time. So I'm excited for this ship. I love this ship. So I want to see that last question with your thumbs up or your thumbs down. Will you sail Utopia again? Kim! No! Oh, Kim and Scott say no, and you're in Florida. Oh, well, we went 4 for 5.
Mike, are you already booked on it?
Whoa, why did they do all that?
President's Cruise, baby.
That's right. All right. Well, hey, listen, we appreciate you guys all coming in.
A lot of good questions in the comments, guys. I'm seeing them. Sorry, we're running out of time.
If
we
you're
don't have
watching
time.
it on
Hey,
the-
Wendy, how are you doing? Kev, no, I don't think Hideaway is better than the Beach Club. Real quick. Yeah, but anyway, sorry.
So if you're watching this on the replay, let us know in the comments what your favorite thing was. Definitely reach out and subscribe to all these other YouTube channels. See Trippin with Kim and Scott, Positive Vibes, Nauti Cruiser, Traveling Type, and head on over to Warren's Facebook page and follow and join him. A lot of great guys, a lot of great content they're pushing out. Please support them.
Thanks so much for coming on with us, guys. We really appreciate you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
and
you.
if you want to sail with any of us, you know, we all got group cruises coming up. Ours
Does
is in
anybody have
November.
anything? Anybody have any groups or anything coming up that they want to plug or anything they want to talk? No. Nope. Stay tuned.
I got a bunch coming up, but I'm not here to plug stuff. I was here to have fun with y'all. I appreciate you.
Well, we love you.
We appreciate you
We love you and
guys.
appreciate you.
We will put in the description of this video. Kelly says, can we get links to the panel guests? Please, guys, make sure we know what you want. We'll add those to the description of this video.
We'll also put it on our community page
We'll put
as
it
well.
on our community page. Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys all for joining us. And instead of our normal outro, let's go with this. Hold on, why is it not going?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm trying so hard.